everyone. Welcome to another episode of Learn with Lily Jack. Today we're going to go over USB and outlet ways to value engineer, and we're also going to go over a little bit of metal manufacturing and how we can value engineer certain finishes and types of metal. And so let's go. Hi, everyone. We are back with another episode for value engineering. And today we're going to go over outlets and USB ports. And we want to talk a little bit about what's out in the marketplace and kind of how you can take something that has to be value engineered and take kind of the top level, the higher end level product and come up with something that's a little bit more within budget. So today I wanted to talk about the most commonly used outlets, which is typically a two-prong, two electrical outlet and double USB. I'm also showing a couple other options here, but the main thing that I wanted to point out by going over this part of the value engineer process is that when there's the budget in there, when you're able to design at a higher level, the streamlined, really beautiful flush outlets like you see on your left, sometimes with a metal finish over the entire face, is really preferred and makes a lot of sense. However, these units can run upwards in the amount of between $150 and $250 a piece, and it isn't always possible to be able to use these kind of units, especially when you're doing multiple in a banquette or in a sofa, which so many of the lobbies today have electrical units in almost every piece of furniture because everyone needs to be charged up and ready to go. So that is kind of the high end. On the right side, we're looking at something that's a little bit more economical. This is screwed in from the face of the piece and just the way it is with the black. We can also route out the furniture and really just show the protruding part of the unit and set that back and just show the upper portion at the exterior of the unit. But what also can be done, and this was something that was developed a few years ago, is they've added a plate that will cover the areas that are screwed in, the lower area here, which I'm showing in the middle. And this piece has the plate over it. So it's the same basic idea of the unit that is on the right. It's just a little longer unit that has a little bit more space in it and a little bit more, looks like 4 plugs there. This has the plate over the top, which is in different finishes. It can be, I think, in a brushed chrome as well as a black, a white. I'm not sure exactly what all the colors are, but this plate is also an option. It adds a few dollars to the price of this unit, I think between $5 and $10, depending on the finish. But this unit is less than half and then some of the original unit. So again, if the budget is there, definitely go for the higher end electrical outlet, but if it's not, then we have other options. So when you're dealing with a lobby sofa that may have sometimes 2 to 6 or 8 of these in it, and you add that up, it definitely can be quite expensive. So this is a great way to value engineer and save some money. So that's it for power outlets. So the other part we want to address today is metal finishes and metal in general and how that can affect pricing. This is a PVD finish, and we talked about PVD finishes in our last tutorial, so please check it out. PVD plating is based on technology that goes directly onto a stainless steel substrate. So stainless steel substrates, obviously stainless steel is on the higher end, on the highest end probably of the natural material for metal. Well, actually brass is above that. So solid brass would be above that. Then it's stainless steel. And then we go to like a cold rolled steel. And then below that is an aluminum. So when you're looking at PVD is done all on a stainless steel substrate. So you have the cost of stainless steel, which again is on the higher end, and then you have the added plating of PVD. Now, where that is done also affects the pricing. We bring in all of our PVD from overseas, the majority of it from China, so that pricing is much more competitive than if you were to do it in the US, and also more competitive than any kind of plated standard kind of dip plating technique that is currently used still in the US. It's limited, but it is still being used. It's something we do not really do anymore at all. We really push for the PVD plating. It is competitive, but it is not the least expensive of the metal finishes. So that is PVD plating. The next most expensive after PVD plating would be a stainless steel, which is in the item here. This piece is done in stainless steel tubing, and it is, welded and then grinded and then polished. And this is the second most expensive of all the metal finishes or metal materials. But what's great about stainless is that you have nothing on top of it. So it's its own material. If there's a scratch, many times it can be still wooled or polished out. Here we go with a black powder coat on a metal leg. You can see it looks great. And again, when you're value engineering a piece, if you originally thought you wanted to do a black nickel or a black plated finish, the black powder coat is going to be your least expensive. Through all of the types of product, again, I think probably the most expensive would be solid brass material. The next one after that would be PVD plating. After that would be stainless steel. And then after that would probably be a liquid plating or dipped plating. But again, we don't really do that anymore. It's not good for the environment. And we really can do all of the plating techniques through PVD plating. Below that would be powder coat. So powder coat finishes, as we did in our last tutorial, we went over many of the finishes. You can really do it in any finish, texture, or color. So powder coat is a great option. That's it for metal finishes. So I hope that was helpful for you all. We will definitely post below the information on, kind of top cost, and then bringing it down from there on both the USB outlets and also on the metal finishes. And hopefully that will help you in your value engineering challenges. So everybody take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.